We don't know, but they are in a group together, and it's play all three, and we're starting off here on Coast Mountain. We got Byzantines against Persians, and this is going to be a camel war, my friends. That's right, and I'm not talking about these camels over here. I'm talking about the legitimate camels that will have riders on top of them that will fight against each other. It's going to start off as a water war. You think it's going to be all water. You're going to be like, wow, there's so much naval capability here. But then the camels will appear and they won't stop coming and they won't stop coming and they won't stop coming. Back to the ground, and they hit the ground running. I can't remember. Didn't expect just to live for fun. These are so wrong, these lyrics. I'm getting like half of them. Didn't make sense just to live for fun, right? Isn't that how it goes? Smash Mouth All-Star, anybody? Help? Help? Anyone? Didn't make sense not to live for fun. That sentence doesn't make sense. That sentence simply does not make sense. Anyway, it's a Nomad start. You got to build your TC, right? So players will usually build their TC around here where the houses are and where the trees are and all the hunt and everything like that. So that's exactly what El Matador has done. Over on this side, Sebastian, playing as the Persians, has done the same thing. And, well, he should have a slight advantage here with more starting res with the Persians. And you can see he's already had 2 fishing ships versus 1, and he's already working away on that lumber camp. Both players deciding to use the straggler trees at the beginning to get the fishing eco started, but they're going to have to make sure they save enough wood from these for a lumber camp. Otherwise, you're going to find yourself in a situation where you've got this TC in the middle of nowhere, and there's simply no wood to support you. APM check for El Matador. That's right. He's got this many villagers, a rhino coming in, and 1 dock, and my man was stretching 170 APM. EAPM, sorry. The actual APM is probably off the charts. If we're looking at this number, he might even be the fastest player in the game, but we know that there's not much going on behind the scenes. He's going out to chop. He's sending the goats over and building a house, and the APM is slowly going down. Slowly going down because there's literally nothing going on here. It's 1 camel, this colony, and the fishing, and somehow my man is up at 100 plus EAPM. You can click an elevator button 1,000,000 times. It still won't come any faster. Much like my girlfriend. Okay, Lars. Okay, Lars. I bet you couldn't even find the button in the first place, bro. That was a very dark elevator. All right, so more rhinos coming in here from El Matador. He's stalling out his TC, and he's actually got quite a bit of idle TC time, but Sebastian, the same. However, Sebastian, oh my god, dude. Wait a second, Sebastian, I didn't even realize he was up to Feudal Age already. I thought it would be a few villagers more, but it's actually 15 villagers, and he goes up, and he's going to go for the water pressure. I'm used to these 9-ville starts from the best of 21 games. How many vills did they start with here? I think it was just 3, right? We're just going to check it real quick. It was 6. Okay, it was 6. It was 6. That makes sense for getting the TC up faster. Anyway, he's already up to Feudal Age, and he's going to go for that water pressure. Fire Galley's coming out, and I think this is past the point where El Matador can make a serious push for controlling the water. At best, he's going to contest it with Byzantine fires. But Sebastian is going to be so far ahead of him in terms of fire galley production. He even went up without loom, which is, you know what, that's legitimate. You can see El Matador did the same thing. They're only starting with a camel, right? Can't do any damage. So you might as well just go up without loom. There's no point to having it. Is T90 not streaming his own league? He just got back from traveling. He streamed yesterday. Yeah. It's actually a shame. He went traveling the same time as Gold League, and he made sure Gold League was at a different time than Platinum League so that it would get some coverage. And then Hera's event pops up, and he's gone. So, like, literally nobody's been covering Gold League because everyone's just been so deep into the best of 21s that no one's been doing it, which is a shame. But now we can maybe have some time. Hera's event isn't running until next week when it starts back up again. Nobody? Oh, have you been covering it, Daniela? Good for you. That's good. Thank you. Archer range here from Matador, and Sebastian hasn't added any land stuff at all. He doesn't like the land stuff. He's only into the water stuff. As all the fish go down from Matador. This one fishing ship is left over. Don't worry, though. He's controlling it with the intense EAPM. Breaking 130 now. As he sends the spearmen and the camels across the map. Try and get a better look at his opponent. He does know where the wood lines are and stuff. That's basically only this wood up here. So you're always going to hit something if you come up this way. This is more of a risk down here, right? Because it's pretty rare that people stretch out for this stuff. Unless they're already controlling the water. Where's the camel war? It's going to start in an age where we actually have access to camel. Oh, he's peaking. 150 for El Matador now. And look at this little wall from Sebastian. I like it. It's cute. It's cute until the archers arrive. But he does have an archer range of his own, so he can go for skirmishers. And that spearman has let him know that there is indeed a hole there near the walls. So he's going to plug that up. And his vills are going to be relatively peaceful in here. Until El Matador arrives. But El Matador is just making skirms. So he's not even that much of a threat to these villagers. Just skirm spear. That's it. He's also starting on the walls over here. He is beginning to formulate a defensive plan. But his dock has gone down, which means Sebastian can feel free to add as many fish as he likes. Now, there aren't many fish to gather here. Really not a lot. So I don't know how many you want to invest into. And he's found a way in. How? Maybe an overchop? We don't know, but the spearmen got in, and the spearmen are going to be wishing that they didn't get in a second. One villager will die. Maybe. No! There's two vills here. Hang on. Okay, he's dead. Oh, this is risky business on this wood line. This guy's only got 5 HP. The other guy only had 1 HP, and El Matador managed to take him out. And Sebastian, you can't just sit here, dude. I know it's only skirms, but you can't just sit here. You're going to have to save those weak vills. I don't think he realizes this guy is as weak as he is. Okay, he does. He pulls him away now. He's going for a tower on the wood line. He's killing some of the skirmishers with his own skirms. But El Matador just keeps coming over and over and over again with Byzantines. The spearman skirm push is on. We've got 10 skirmishers. We've got 6 spearmen. And he's producing behind this. He's got 32 vills as we see men-at-arms now coming out as a response from Sebastian. What a weird game. What a weird game. Another villager going down. We're going to have men-at-arms to counter the Byzantine trash push. So strange, but Sebastian still has access to all of the fish over here, right? So even though he's lost 2 villagers, he has killed the fishing ships from El Matador. He has been fishing this entire time. And if he can get this stabilized, he's going to be okay. Look at all the problems these men-at-arms are causing for this army. It's 2 units, chill. And he's adding more. That's actually wild, dude. Like, usually the response is, you know, tower defense, skirms over your own, maybe some scouts or something like that. Men-at-arms is unorthodox, for sure. Is El Matador known for being slow? No, he's got a super high EAPM. Look at that. He's pushing 200 right now. He's over 200. But it's mostly just like spam clicks. He's a pretty quick player if you watch his point of view, but he's not like 200 EAPM quick. Lots of reds in the bank. If he goes for a market here, he already did. He can buy his way up. Wheelbarrow coming in. I think he should just get up to Castle Age, right? He's buying stone? He's buying stone? For what? Bought stone. And then... he sold his stone, and then he bought his stone. I'm so confused by the sequence of events. Sorry, I just got stun-locked by El Matador's market usage. And he's waiting now. He has enough reds to go up to the next stage. I mean, Sebastian just calmly, extremely calmly has 1,000 gold in the bank. And he's pushing with the men-at-arms. And maybe he should use the market a little bit as well. But El Matador is on the way. And El Matador has been doing really well so far this game. He didn't get that many villager kills. He only got 2, but it was with a skirm spear composition. And he's managed to hold Sebastian away. He can think about maybe redocking on the water, but at this point, is it really worth it? I don't know. It's probably better just to go into some knights or some camels to harass. Probably opening knights here, though, against a feudal age opponent. I think the knights will be more effective. There's another barracks from Sebastian. And he's buying some food. And he's on the way up. His uptime is going to be a little bit faster because of Persian TC. It's not going to make up for the difference. And it's not going to make up for this either. El Matador finding himself some really good picks over here. It's only skirms without fletching. He still doesn't have fletching for his skirms. What? Bro, you have 13. Surely it's worth it. He doesn't need it. 3 villagers down. Let's see how much food they would have had in their arms. Almost 30. Oh, God. Oh, 3 villagers plus 90 food. That could be really helpful for him right now. Sebastian falling apart after having such a fast uptime and winning the water. El Matador is just all over him. Absolutely covering every option. And El Matador goes for a couple knights. He's working on a second stable here. He also goes for another TC. And we'll see if Sebastian can recover. Remember, he does have this stuff. He does have all the fish. We look at the resources gathered. He is not too far behind, even after losing those fills. All right, knights coming out. Still fighting men-at-arms. Is it going to be Persian longswords? He's still adding more, guys. Like, what? What? Squires is coming in here. Knights are being added from the Byzantines. And we have longsword? Longsword? Show it to me. It's coming. Oh, my God. We've never seen someone cook like this. We've seen so much Age of Empires, and we've never seen somebody cook like this. Persian longswords coming in. He wants to counter the Byzantines. He feels like he can't match the camel numbers. It's too late to match the knight or the skirt. It's not too late to match the knight numbers, but whatever. I don't know. The knights are in, though. Through an overchop. Another villager saved. Longsword is on the way. And they need to back up. El Matador still with 0 upgrades for any of his units. And we also have double monastery from Sebastian. So Sebastian is going longsword monk. He can wall in this army too if he uses these vills. He probably should. Monks are going to get some good conversions against the knights. Those are huge conversions, and that means El Matador just simply needs to run. Can't engage here. Once a couple of those knights get converted, that battle is just lost. And he's going to split the knights and the skirmishers up. But, dude, what on earth is this battle from Sebastian? Like, what is the strategy here? I hope it can work. I mean, Matador had a pretty unique strategy of his own at the beginning there. With the skirmisher spearman push. We've seen it before, but it's still not super common. This one, I don't think I've ever seen before. I mean, it counters everything. I mean, I guess, but it's like, it's so expensive. And it's like, it doesn't like hard counter everything. It's like a soft, squishy counter to everything. Where you're like weirdly relying on monk conversions and your opponent not making any towers or castles or anything. Oh, God. Knights getting good engagements against the longswords. That's the counter to the longswords, is just knights. The counter to the monks is keeping these skirms alive and finding good snipes or having having some luck with conversions. Okay. Second TC here for Sebastian. We already have 3 TCs for Matador. Mangonel's being added in. Stables being taken down. I think this is going to work, guys. Matador seems confused, and I don't blame him. It is a very confusing situation that we found ourselves in as he's killed another villager. His stables are going down. He's making light cav to try and deal with these monks, and Sebastian has left these monks completely exposed. No! Oh, God. And he only loses 1. What? Bro. Hand cart coming in for Sebastian's eco. Less villagers, but way more efficient, or slightly more efficient, I suppose it would be. And the stables are down, and the mangonels are now pushing in. He's looking for villager kills right away. And he can start to harass the TC. The longswords are still only +1 armor, and he needs to be careful not to attack this, otherwise his longswords will get nuked by his own mangonels. As Matador goes for another mangonel back here. The knights are raiding underneath the town center over here, but still no upgrades, no blacksmith at all for Matador. He doesn't believe in it. No fletching for those skirms early. No armor for his knights. No attack for his knights. No armor for the skirms earlier. But his light cav has come back to haunt him. This was the light cav that was converted before, and it is now killing villagers underneath his TC as he tries to go for a castle up here. Longswords have been positioned on the other side of the TC. Walls down behind from Matador, and the longswords are working away on the gate, and they might get in. They might get in. Uh-oh, the castle, it's only at 77%. What the fuck is this game, dude? 86% castle. What on earth is happening here? What have we stumbled into? And the castle might be completed by the villagers with a total of 5 HP. You just gotta complete it, buddy. You just gotta go. He doesn't have it. Denied at 90%. Castle denied at 90%. The Persian longsword double monastery monk mangonel shenanigans is working. What an absolute giga chad Sebastian is. Holy. Knights backing up on this side. I mean, there's just casually 4 Persian monks. We were talking about the worst monk tech trees in the game, and Persians are... They're right up there. It's not good. And Byzantines are right up there for one of the best monk tech trees in the game, too. Worst monks and worst swordsman line in the game. Maybe it's a statement. Maybe Sebastian's gonna, like, hold a press conference or something. said, listen, I don't need a tech tree. I don't need bonuses. I don't need anything to beat this dude. I got his number. Oh, he's coming out for the castle. Oh, he's coming out for it. Oh, if he gets that, bro, you gotta just try. It's 90.2%. You gotta sneak a Vil. Just send my man on a journey up here. You can do it. Knights are now being converted. Oh, God. He gave him all 3 knights. That's a dead monk. That's a dead monk. What an attack round as well. He doesn't even injure his own monks. Kills the light cap, doesn't lose anything. Castle is being rammed down. The foundation at the top here. Sebastian is gaming right now, and he was at a disadvantage. El Matador got to the castle age so much faster. He's still behind on villagers here, but I mean, god damn, does he ever have the momentum? And he's just expanding his eco up behind this. This castle foundation will finally go down. El Matador still has 33 on food. Like, that's actually legitimate. He's been farming behind. He's got farms down here. He's got TCs down here. And El Matador is on the way to Imp, and he's making cataphracts. The only weakness of longswords. Can't quite get that relic home either. More light cab on the way. Does El Matador have a blacksmith? He does. It's right in front of us. He hasn't used it. And at this point, against this many monks, you're kind of hesitant to use it, right? Because those upgrades are just going to come right back at you. El Matador needs to make a switch into Herbalist here, right? Like, that's just what he should be doing against Persians. He's got a decent economy. But instead, he's just going for a castle and he's going for some cataphracts, which is hype. Love to see it. But remember, this is a tournament game. This is not some sort of ladder journey where they're just trying out new things. Cataphracts are more fun. I agree. But I think you had more than enough time. 49 on food. Wow, good macro behind. As Sebastian's about to go up to Imperial H himself. Nice. Good job with the light cap. Things are turning around. Things are starting to go back in El Matador's favor. The only thing is I don't like the addition of the cataphracts. Feel like there's far more consistent tech switches he could have made. As Sebastian now goes for a TC over here. They're kind of sharing the map, and Sebastian's stretching out towards El Matador's side now. That might be painful if El Matador doesn't realize it's there. More light cab being added. Still has the cataphracts. He got some good engagements here. And it is simply going to be knights into Cavalier / Paladin for Sebastian. The cataphracts won't do anything against that. He's getting the... we need camels now. We need camels from El Matador. It's just so weird to go into cataphracts here. It's so weird. There's another castle over there, and that's going to range the TC. These units are going to be right underneath the town center over here and in the farming eco from Sebastian. But he does have knights he can send over to counter that. Both players are suddenly hitting the blacksmith as heavy camel comes in for Matador. That is a good solution to this. Byzantine's cheaper camels are going to be fantastic, and the Persian tech tree is really going to kind of stumble down the stretch here. El Matador was not killed off by that aggression. It was kind of an all-in sort of thing from Sebastian, but he was still adding eco behind it. So it wasn't really. Thought maybe he did enough damage denying the castle and attacking the TC up here, but Byzantines are Byzantines, and he's let them survive into the Imperial Age where they can just spam camels, even with limited access to gold. As you see, this gold is a little saturated. Trash bow, please. Could be an option. Could be an option. Another castle up here. I will say, for Sebastian's chances, on this map, if you control this whole hill area up at the top, it's very, very difficult for your opponent to come back from that. There's not that much res down here, and you can see the wood is already running out. Good quick balls there from Sebastian. Can't quite close it out, though. And is still running around and dealing with all of these cataphracts, the light cap, etc. And heavy camel's already in. And heavy camel is coming. The final armor upgrade coming for Matador. Still seems fairly calm in this situation here. Check the EAPM. Yep, seems fairly calm. He's only at 170. And he goes for a castle. Byzantine castles are going to be tough to take down, even from an uphill position. There's a Treb over here. Army numbers looking really solid for both of them suddenly. It's been a fantastic game. This has been one of my favorite games I've watched in a while. It's just wacky, right? It's getting a little bit more standard here as we've got soon-to-be Hald coming from Persians versus Heavy Camel. But Castle Age was just a ride. Matador might be over booming. You don't need 154 bills with Byzantines. I mean, he's going to lose some of them. You just wait till you're pop capped and then delete them. He queued one and then he unqueued it immediately, so he realizes what's going on. If in doubt, you can just send them on like YOLO missions to make outposts in your opponent's base or something. Your opponent can kill them for you. Big fight over here. Big fight. Still no Cavalier. That's a minute and a half away. The camels are going to rip through all of this. The monks couldn't provide enough healing. And there we go. There's the crossbow upgrade for El Matador. Handcart as well. Final wood upgrade. And he's looking more than comfortable. He's going to win this game. Byzantine tech tree is going to pull him through, likely. We'll see. We'll see what Sebastian can do here. 137 pop versus 190. More cataphracts being added in consistently. He's making the tech switch into Arbalest. I think Elite Cataphract would be a little bit of waste of resources, but it would be super cool. Like you guys said earlier, it would be really cool. Elephant's gonna do the job. Maybe. This is problematic. There is nothing down here to secure this. Sebastian does not have a single castle anymore. Don't worry, though. He still has 7 longswords in places. Elite Cataphract. That's actually hype, dude. 15 of them. 15 Elite Cataphract. Already has all of the cavalry upgrades. And at this point, you don't even need to make the switch into Arbalest if you have Elite Cataphract. They match up pretty well against Cavalier as well, so they can just take the head-to-head fights against them, and they're going to be crushing these helps. Absolutely destroying the helps as well. However, Sebastian still has an army up here, still has the Halbs, still has the Cavaliers. 3 of these Cavaliers are going to get converted, though. Might swing the numbers a little bit more into El Matador's favor. And here come the Elite Cataphracts. Logistica is still not in. Maybe he's thinking about getting it. We're speeding up through the game as we catch up, and Sebastian calls the GG. And that's just a fantastic play from El Matador. Sebastian, feels like Knights would have been better than the longswords, but we don't know. We don't know. We simply do not know. And we simply do not know. And you know what? It was doing good work for a while. The problem is the longswords had no mobility. So like, while El Matador was taking all this damage up here, he could just boom down here, and there was nothing that Sebastian could do about it. Really, really great stuff, though. That was a fun first game. Let's go, boys. Better eco for Matador. Better uptimes as well, except for Feudal Age, which was pretty convincing for Sebastian. I think also, like, Sebastian, if you go up super early and take out his water, you got to have more walls than this little thing up here, right? Because it's very clear that your opponent's going to go into land at that point. And he got hard punished for not having many walls. EAPM, average of 144 for El Matador. He almost doubled them up. He almost doubled them up, folks. Okay, so that's first game in favor of El Matador. There we go. And lost with the Persians, win with the Byzantines. Okay. We go into game 2 soon.
Fuck you all. Your lives are so sad. I get a charity tax break just for hanging out with you.
Okay, we got like 30 seconds, and then we're in. Punter, thank you for the 17 months. Lars, thank you for the gift sub to Draken. Appreciate it. The lizard himself. What's the meaning of light? So there's 5 food groups. But the game has started, so we don't have time to get into that. 5? How many was there? Sandwich, salad, soup, graphic. Oh, 4. Shit. I always think there's 5. Anyway, we're here on Spiral, and we got Sebastian playing as the Portuguese. We have El Matador playing as the Hindustanis. Hindustanis have really fallen off recently. They should still be okay on this map. Now, if you don't remember this map from Artemis Cup 2, there are 3 separate ponds. So there's this pond over here with fish in it. There's this pond over here. And then there's this little marshland in the middle that has all of the gold, or a neutral gold, in the center of the map. There are some still gold piles like this, and you can see these are the other potential starting spots on the map. It varies. And right now, both players have found themselves in the east and the west starting spots. So they're about as far away as you can get from each other at the tips of these little ponds. There's also cows and sheep stuck inside of these little berry enclosures, I would say, and you have to kill the fence to get through to them. It's an interesting map for sure. It's not my favorite map. It usually results in wall and just scout FC kind of plays, but we'll see. We'll see what happens here. I think that would favor El Matador if we're doing the, scouts into maybe camel production or light cav or something in Castle Age, right? Portuguese, definitely not the most mobile civilization. They can do it, but they don't generally want to. He's probably just going to try and get his fishing ships down, or maybe contest the water over on this side. This map is adorable, is it? It's going to be 2 villagers coming out here for the dock. Interesting. I suppose if you have 2 shortfish like this, if you can squeeze the dock in between that, that'd be really legit, actually. Nice. And now the scout can't really harass your villagers because you have 2 out here, right? It's only 1 villager there from El Matador. And El Matador doesn't even see a shorefish. So he can't even hang around. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's disgusting. That's absolutely disgusting. That's 1 very efficient salmon and then nothing else. Look at him. He's like, where are my fish? Where are my fish? There's 3 deep fish in each one of these ponds. Both players have 3. But El Matador has docked in a position that is just no bueno at all. Should have scouted, man. He could have found himself a nice little fish spot, just like Sebastian over here. If he had scouted this area. Look at this. 1, 2. Could have made the dock right in the middle there. He didn't. I know a few people have been doing... Yeah. A lot of people do 2 vills to the fish, for sure, Spud. It just all depends on the map, right? All depends on the map. The problem with it is that if you send those 2 villagers out there too fast, you're not going to have enough wood for the fishing ships, right? Tristan, what's up? Oh my god, Tristan, game 1, bro. Tristan, just listen. Persian longsword double monastery monk push. And we let him cook. We really did. Apex, thank you for the $25. Thank you. Spoilers? No, that's just like a trailer, dude. That's not a spoiler. That's a trailer, bro. Like, we're not telling you how things end. We're just it's a teaser. All right. Feudal Age coming in for both. And Sebastian has found El Matador. You know where your opponent is, though. If you're starting over here on this map, it's always consistent, right? And you already found his dog. Cool. Is anyone going for forward dog shenanigans here? Does not seem like it. There's a barracks for El Matador, and he's going to start to get the walls up on this side. You could also wall to the dock on this side. But then he can't wall on the other side because there's this little swampy terrain over here. Wall's going up for Sebastian as well. He's got a beautiful walling opportunity. Could go like that, like that, like that. All the way home. However, still problematic for how you're going to wall the other area, but you cross that bridge when you get to it. Archery range for Sebastian. Okay. What's Matador's home map? Fractal? His home map is Fractal. And he did draft Goths first, so gonna be good. First overall, or second overall, I suppose. But in the end, it didn't even Matador. I like that. That's good. Oh, come on. Just put it. I hate this. I hate it. I know it's probably better to put the mill here, like for like mathematical reasons and gather ring efficiency and everything, but I hate it. Put it in the middle, dude. You're disrupting everything. It's not even like you can't even line it up proper. Oh, disgusting. For deer? Yeah. I mean, it's better to put it here. It's better to put it here, but it's just frustrating. Well, 2 villagers isn't going to help him very much if the scouts can just run around and snipe this one. She walls herself in, though, but there's still a way in. However, the other villager is going to run cover for her. And we've got the spearman here from Sebastian. So a Matador, well, he killed the scout. He's unable to get the villager that he weakened previously. And fire galleys are coming out from Sebastian to help protect himself. Sebastian has the archer range down. He has the full walls down. And now he's just walling to this side. So he's going to be very secure here. I would love to see him come out and take these berries at some point with Portuguese. I think that would be really nice. And there are quite a few extra berries. But right now he's kind of focused on the walling, right? He's trying to just keep himself safe. Lars, you're trying too hard. Oh, welcome to my life, Tristan. Lars does nothing but try too hard. That's like his calling.
Fuck you, Riley. I made your mom so well.
I'm listening to your buttery voice while I fold laundry. Get folding! There's no time to type, Pat Phoenix. Alright? There ain't no time to type, brother. Defense over here from El Matador with the skirmishers against the archers. And Sebastian had his spearman along, but the spearman has been separated from the group and the archers are going to die. So not really much aggression here in the feudal age. Not many opportunities for it. A Matador's dock update. Still shit. Some fish over here maybe you could take, though. And Sebastian is running out of fish as well. It's going to have some shore fish, but that's why you don't really hard commit all that much onto water. It's just simply not enough fish there. This is very reminiscent of the games we saw in RMS Cup 2. It was either like this, you know, the full wall for both, or for at least one, or it was like a dock contest. You're just so far away from your opponent. I like the aggression from El Matador, though. Lots of skirmishers, lots of scouts, and he's trying to get in through this house. Hindustani scouts do have more bonus damage against buildings. Or all cavalry, rather. And is T90 also playing in Titans League? Yeah, he made a hell of a run through the silver bracket.
People riot.
This is probably not good for these skirmishers' well-being. This is not good at all. Those 2 scouts are like full HP. These skirms are dead. Unless Sebastian runs into some more army from El Matador, but it looks like all of the aggression is gone from El Matador. He tried to be a little bit too aggressive here. And now the archers are making their way back across. Both players are going to click up to Castle Age at around the same time as El Matador sends in some more scouts, but the archers are going to do way better against the scouts than the skirmishers did previously. And as long as those skirms are dead, these scouts can't really engage over here. So he is going to be pushed off of all the food collection out here. Going to be forced into making some more scouts. He's still exploring. Well, like what is going on over here? Guys. This man is leaving a trail of breadcrumbs back to his base. I suppose once you get town, or he does have town watch, town patrol with these things, you can see that entire southern area of the map, but still, it's a bit strange, is it not? Got to use that APM. Let's check out the APM. Oh, he's cooking. Actually, that's kind of low for him. That's like average. Impossible to get a host. Yep. And Sebastian is host, so I guess it's working out, right? I suppose it's working out for him. Castle Age on the way for both. It's 3 seconds faster for El Matador. He is playing wide open on this side. It's kind of walled on this side, but everything's open over here. So if we get some knights or something from Sebastian, could be problematic. If the crossbows sneak in, could be problematic. I don't think anything's sneaking in through the southern side, though, because we look at it, and there's more than enough vision for everybody. However, these crossbows are concerning. He didn't really whittle the numbers down. He got the 2 archers early, but since then he hasn't really taken any good engagements. And there's Bodkin right there. Crossbow's about to follow suit. And now Matador is going to need to figure out a solution to these. I know the solution to these. You wall right to the shoreline and then hit him with a demo. Easy. And now Sebastian is stretching outwards. El Matador has gone for more outposts. These are going to live rent-free in Sebastian's head, and he's going to want to kill these. But he is TCing the berries. With Portuguese, that's going to be very strong. Bring in 2 resources at the same time. It's going to be very, very nice. And he'll find himself with more than enough wood, even though he only has 11 on the wood lines. Once he's got a few villagers on here, that's going to be coming in at a nice pace. He walled that in and killed it. He hasn't found the villager, though. Come on, El Matador. Put that EAPM to good use. Come on, man. You can do it. Let's see the speed. Like Kev, looking for opportunities. There we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about, bro. That's what we like to see. Full work would have been better, but such a comfy fit. Yep, that's right. Oh my god, he got the wall in time. Holy, that could have been close. These leg cap could have been so annoying back here. Imagine them in that wood line back there. Would have been brutal, and it was just one palisade separating that raid from his eco. The crossbows are coming across. And there's 19 of them. There is a siege workshop, though, from El Matador. And he's going for the mangonel as he stretches out for a 3rd town center. 2nd town center is right here. And it's cav archers from Sebastian with the Portuguese. Normally, I think we see cav archers with Hindustanis, but cav archers aren't terrible with Portuguese. They do cost less gold. And they might be able to deal with these like cav. Portuguese, not famous for their cav archers historically, but, you know. Portuguese best CA in Castle Age? Maybe. Ooh, don't overchop, please. Don't overchop. These light cav are still looking for damage here. Sebastian is going to see these come in towards the TC. Loses a villager. But he brings the cav archers over, and the light cav can't really do all that much. Crossbows are in a very dangerous position here, folks. Oh, no. My man needs to be careful. There is a dock there with the potential of making demos. There is a siege workshop with flags on it. There is a mangonel already out, and there's a hilly situation going on here. Like, you can't push that way with these crossbows. The cav archers might be a different story. Might be easier to micro and get close. But he sees the scorpion, he sees the double mangonel, and he's out. Oh no, he's not! He's gaming! He's got a knight coming in! There's nothing to stop the knight! Oh my god! He hasn't lost a single cav archer yet. Sebastian absolutely gaming. We'll be able to snipe down that monk. Not before he gets a conversion, though. And that's 3 mangonels dead. 1 cav archer converted for 3 mangonels and a monk. That's some crazy value. 4th town center added from Matador. He's forced to go into some camels to compete with this. The crossbow army is still alive, by the way. And ballistics is coming in. Like, all of that damage was done with a knight and some cav archers, but this, the most deadly part of his army, is still alive. This crossbow mass. Nice attack round. Oh my god. Beautiful. Boys, we good? Guys, we good or okay, we're good. Just a slight blip. That's it. Slight blip. Villager count 85 to 87, really even. Eco upgrades fairly even. However, there's more eco upgrades. There's a wheelbarrow tech that has been researched by Sebastian, and of course he has the fishing ships as well. So he's made 3 fish traps, and I think he's made an additional one as well. It's 100 wood, bro. You might want to take that one back. You know what I'm saying? Can I move your product yet? Dude, my product's simply not moving. I'm also broke.
What's cooking?
On my D&D character. Both of them, actually, I'm broke. Yo, Neo, thank you for the 9 months. Just had a kid, it's yours, not mine. Thanks. Fenris, thank you for the gifted sub. Wayne, thank you for the resub. Sharper, welcome back for 7 months as well. So here's the first castle of the game. It's on the hill in front of El Matador's base. El Matador's houses. I think, like, honestly, these houses are living in Sebastian's head. He really doesn't like the fact that Buddy has vision on this entire south side of the map. Still doing well, though. Imperial Age coming in. Still has the crossbow mass. Has a castle here. And he should be able to just completely destroy El Matador. Unless he gets absolutely roasted by some mangonel shots. He's in a fantastic position. Right? He's almost got enough stone for another castle, too. Which could come down, like, right here. If you want to just control this middle area. He's got outposts over here, so he should be able to see the raids coming in. And he does. Whether he can stop them is a different question. Just a couple reinforcement crossbows being patrolled back should deal with this, though. And now he's got some opportunities on the front side. Imperial Age on the way for Matador. 46 on food is not to be trifled with. But I feel like that number is going to change shortly because a lot of these farms are going to be abandoned. Alright, Sebastian, just don't lose your crossbows. And you're fine. Nice job. Okay, Lightcap's still doing good work, and there is a hole. There is a hole. So, bit of a headache from Sebastian. Trying to plug the gap. He's not able to. And he's going to have to clear this up somehow because there's wood lines, farms, everything exposed back here. Very, very frustrating. What? Okay. Thought he was sending that army all the way back to deal with this. He still hasn't dealt with this. Feels like you could have just sent a few crossbows when they first appeared and you would have been fine. But this army has been killing like crazy. That's 11 villager kills already. And it's a massive distraction. It's kind of buying El Matador enough time to get up to Imperial Age himself. Really, really nice raids. However, on this side, Trebuchet is already here. It's getting on the hill. It's going to unpack, and it's going to start ranging the TCs, the Siege Workshop, Monastery, Dock, everything. Nice micro there from Sebastian. Doesn't take any hits on the crossbows. Still has to deal with this stuff somehow. But he finally has. And now that he has Bracer, he can just easily micro down these mangonels. And he's got control of the little spiral hills, which is massive here. Like, castles on hills, kind of the name of the game in the later stages of this map. And he's got castles forward on his opponent's hills, whereas El Matador is just hanging on to the edge here. Doesn't look good for him, but he did have like 40-something on food. He's adding more farms now. So he's going to be back up to that number, and he's going to Light Cav with the final armor upgrade coming. So maybe he can get some good raids in. Maybe he can snipe the Trebs and buy himself enough time. Still 120 villagers, which is more than Sebastian, courtesy of that raid that came in earlier. And Sebastian left his Treb alone. So that's one Treb dead. It's a one villager cast over here, extremely casually. But all of that farm eco I was talking about, kind of being cut off. Arbalest is in. Will it be enough? That's a lot of light cav coming. Good micro from Sebastian to pull back through that army. No demo coming out from El Matador, unfortunately. It would have been perfect to cap this battle off with a demo. But he's still going to win. He's still going to push all of these Arbalests back. And now we have a Cavalier switch incoming from Sebastian. And that might be really, really difficult for El Matador to deal with. You can see he doesn't have that much gold in the bank, as he is going for a demo now. A little bit too late. He can make camels, but we have Arbalests from Sebastian. So you make the camels to counter the Cavalier. You have to wait for the heavy camel upgrade to come in, which takes so long. And then if you get into an engagement with Arbalests behind, your camels are going to get shredded. What's this over here? Random stable. Interesting. El Matador is still at 135 ills. He's still got 46 on food. It's actually kind of crazy. His macro goes hard, doesn't it? He's being raided over here. Both players using the market a little bit. Sebastian buying stone. El Matador selling wood. And Sebastian will go for another castle defensively here. Sebastian does have access to so much gold in the center. The Trebs are firing from the other spiral, and we see the walls in front now, and this should be Sebastian's game. It really should be. He's still killing villagers over here. Eco KD is in his favor now, even after those big raids we saw earlier from El Matador, and now he's taking that pikeman to cover his Arbalests, because it's just a cavalry composition here from El Matador. There's nothing to support it. He doesn't really have the res to make a tech switch at all into skirmishers. He's trying to. But I mean, you can only run away from the pressure for so long, right? Eventually, it's going to catch up with you. Really solid series so far, though. I think El Matador is playing way better than I thought he would. Hindustanis are awkward to play sometimes, but what was his plan for Imp? He just made light cav all game. His plan was just probably boom, right? It's just boom, and then you can go into Hussar, go into Camel, add some skirms behind maybe, go into Ghoulims if he's going full archer. Is Sebastian French? Argentinian. Okay, Arbalest, you got to be careful here. You can't let yourselves be surrounded, and he just simply retreats back to the castle. And this should be not a great fight here for El Matador as Sebastian goes back up on the hill in the choke point with the castle firing behind. Get out of dodge, Camels. That is just not an engagement that you can take, but it's an engagement he needed to win because Halberdier is in now. Now he can't fight that at all. 69 on food for El Matador? What on earth? Dude, this guy, like I said, my man's macro goes hard. He's being hit everywhere. And he still has so many on food. It won't make a difference, but... Town Patrol. Oh no. Don't do it. Not the fish. Oh, Sebastian's from Uruguay. Ah, yes, okay. Sorry. Damn. I really did it to him, didn't I? Damn, dude. I knew that as well. Why did I say Argentina? Fuck. I apologize to the nation of Uruguay and its people. Same flag? It's not, though. It's different. This is good rates over here. A Matador still has 57 on food. He's getting Bracer now. He's got 0 on gold, which is a massive issue. It's basically just 1 relic worth of income. But look at this farming eco over here. My man is using every available tile. And like someone in the chat said earlier, they said Sebastian needs to lock down this southern gold. I agree, dude. And it's too late now. Because the Matador is already out there. Matador is still raiding over here. Sebastian bringing in another relic. Locking down another gold from there. He's almost used up all of the gold in the center. And he's got 3,000 in the bank. So he's still doing fine. And it's only 97 vills for El Matador. Hand cannons being added in. More camels on the way too. He might actually be able to win this fight and clear up the Arbalest, but it's going to cost him so much. No, more halves on the way. He's not going to be able to win this. That's a GG moment, surely. Surely it is. There we go. 1-1 series. Sebastian takes that game. El Matador couldn't quite pull it out. I think Sebastian had a really solid approach there. I really like the fact he didn't go too deep with the crossbows. He just kept kind of massing them. The cav archers were really good. Just adding like 4 or 5 of them did so much damage. But El Matador, I mean, my man just hangs around, doesn't he? Keeps adding farms. The raids coming in were huge. Almost made it work. Yo, Lars. Thank you for the gift sub to Silent. Thank you. Appreciate it. Average APM? Oh, it's 156. Oh, he's slowing down. He's slowing down. Eco, better for Sebastian. Look at the gold collected. But the food collected, more for El Matador. Damn. Hindustani's wrong civ choice? Maybe. Maybe.
Jeez.
Apex! Thank you for the 5 gifted, dude. Appreciate it. Is this the fastest AoE player? No. He is the fastest when it comes to what the game tracks as EAPM. If you watch his point of view, he is not faster than like the top guys. Archfrost, thank you for the gift sub. Appreciate it. Apex, thank you, dude. Sure, but what's his 100-meter dash time? I don't know. I don't know. And we're going on to the most hype map of this pool, Fractal. And we're going to be looking at Malians versus Goths, likely. And Fractal, well, there's lames involved. There's some drushes. There's some forwards, all-ins, everything. It's going to be sick, dude. I think either one of these players would be happy with just a 2-1 victory. I don't think either one comes into this expecting a sweep. They're both around the same level. El Matador did take a game from Hart as well, which is probably a good result for him in the previous set. So he kind of needs this win because he's faced Hart and Nikov, the 2 strongest players in Group A. He got swept by Nikov. He took a game off Hart. If he could win this, then he's right back in it. Because his next 2 opponents are Target and Z40. Guys he can theoretically sweep. Sebastian won against Hart. Did he? Sebastian beat Hart 2-1. Wow. Sebastian beat Hart 2-1. Interesting. Some players are just like unexpectedly good in Titans League, right? Sebastian's putting in work. We have more set planned after this one. Well, Slam plays in 3 hours and 40 minutes. So if we can cover time until then, maybe I can do Clash of Empires or whatever it is. And I have access now. I just received a message. I do have access. I've got it. There's a lot to read up on, but I got it. Oh god, there's video ads I have to play in between each game for the Clash of... Oh jeez. Oh, I'm gonna get kicked off of this tournament. I'm not gonna remember, bro. Oh no. I have to play a video ad for a mobile game in between each game. I'm sorry, chat. Cover time, dark and darker. Dude, do not tempt me with a good time. I could die maybe 50 times in between this set and the Slam set. All right, we got a minute left on the spec delay. It's been actually, I'm really happy I did this set. It's been a really good one so far. Really, really good. El Matador is surprising me. He's looking very strong. In terms of his macro, very, very good. I hope it's a pay-to-win scam game at least. I don't think it's really one of those. Most mobile games have like a pay structure, but there's a difference between like pay to win and like pay to be slightly faster at things, you know? Sometimes on those mobile games, it's actually more fun not to pay the money. and just wait like 3 days for your shit to recharge. You know, it's like an extra challenge. It's like Clash of Clans. I played that for probably 2 years. I never paid a dime. I just slowly built up my base and got absolutely crushed by anyone who paid money for it. But it was fun. I liked it. I check it like once a day. All right, here we are. Fractal. Malians against Goths. And if you don't remember Fractal, well, here it is. It always spawns the same. So you know where your opponents are. The golds and the stones are a little bit different in terms of their starting positions. But we've got this little wood line of reeds, and the reeds have 50 wood on them, so it's fast to chop through. You want to chop through that and get to the fish on the outside here. There's also some outside areas that you can't get to over here until you chop through, and that has some extra res. But primarily the focus is going to be this center area, and we might even see a villager coming forward here from Matador. He is playing as the Goss. He already has Loom, and he's coming forward to lame. We have a villager from Sebastian coming forward as well. He's going to be looking for the zebra. A Matador already walling off the berries over here. And Sebastian does not have Loom, so if El Matador spots this, could be really bad for Sebastian. Usually people are setting up their lumber camps like in this little area here and then chopping through these through 3 reeds to get to the water. So sometimes you do see, you know, forward villagers coming there to lame the lumber camp, but neither player has gone for the lumber camp yet. As Sebastian walls in his ville. He didn't even manage to get a single zebra. Didn't even hit the zebra. What? And it's like, okay, fine, you're laming my zebra here, but I can just put a mill on this. Or he's pushing them as far away from each other as possible. Look at this. He's waiting for the zebra to run super far away. He was pushing them far away with the scout so that even if El Matador drops a mill here, he's going to have to walk a super long distance to drop off the food. That's actually kind of funny. Nice job, Sebastian. Is it worth it? I don't know. He might lose this Ville. Trying to wall her in. Yeah, he's going to lose her, probably. He's coming back with the scout. It's not enough, though. And she's dead. Meanwhile, on the other side, we have a Matador. He was busy trying to lame, and he's going to have to save the villager as well. Let's take a look at the EAPM. It's off the charts. Come on, man. Come on, man. You can do it. There's a scout coming. You know the scout's coming. He'll take the extra hit against the scout, I suppose. All evened out. One villager down from both. It was the villager that tried to come forward for the zebra. And now El Matador will have the advantage on HP, and both players have stretched out here for the lumber camps in this area. It's easy to wall that in. It's only consistently 3 tiles of reeds to get to the outside. And El Matador is doing what? He's pushing the zebra back to his TC? Is that what we're doing here, really? Is that what we're doing? He's blatantly, aggressively pushing this zebra back to his TC. Oh my goodness. And you know what? If Sebastian wants to fight, he can scrap. He can scrap. He's more than willing to scrap. Zebra is almost halfway home. What the fuck? It's now a contest of wills more than anything. Check the EAPM. Oh, it's off the charts for both. Pushing 200 for both players. Oh my god. Sir, we've never seen levels like this. Our instrumentation, it can't measure it. Okay, it's calming down a little bit. They're still fighting over this one zebra, though. Don't worry about it. Surely it's not affecting any other portion of their game. Surely this isn't affecting any other facet of their gameplay. It's almost back. Like, it's almost home. If this thing runs back at the last second, I would cry. And I'm sure El Matador would as well. He got it all the way across the map with another scout attempting to push it back. That is wild. That is actually, like, achievement worthy. You should get a medal or something. The Zebra Whisperer. And look, it's right under his TC. That's sick, dude. Love to see it. Okay, Palisade Wall's going down. Sebastian going for a mill over here. And both players just kind of chilling now. They're going to be chopping through all of this shortly. And they'll go for a dock. Now, Matador could send the villager forward because I think he's going to be through here first and make the dock right here. And that kind of blocks off his entire side for fishing. And it also gives him the opportunity to attack Sebastian with ships. And Sebastian can't do the same thing, right? So that's a very powerful position to hold. But if you do that with your first dock, then you aren't really going to have access to all of the deep fish and stuff. So it's definitely a risk-reward scenario as we see 3 villagers coming forward from Sebastian. A Matador has gone for the 2 militia. And Sebastian's going to have to run away from this. This isn't looking good for Sebastian. He's housed now. A Matador has the militia, and he can use 1 to block and 2 to attack from behind. Really, really good stuff. He's almost through on this side. Almost. So is Sebastian, though. How much left on that? 47. Greetings, Uncle Dave and Uncle. Greetings, Chico. Greetings. Feudal Age on the way for Sebastian. A Matador is not too far away. He is housed, though, so maybe unqueue those vills and just drop off your food and go up. Could be good, but makes another house, queues up another villager, and he's pressuring the mill over here. That's not a good situation for that villager to be in, and the mill is forced to be deleted on this side. That is truly unfortunate. These berries have been a curse for Sebastian. They got walled earlier. Now he's forced to delete the mill. He's got a weak villager there, which he needs to be careful with. Because you know a Matador is going to be looking around for that. Now Matador has gone for the dock block. So his first dock is going to be forward here. It's not going to be super far forward. But it's going to be forward-ish. And it prevents Sebastian from coming over here and raiding him. It's not just about protecting the fish either. Like, you need to protect this wood line. Like, 1 galley can cut this off, right? So you really need to be careful about that. What's the elo for this game? Both these guys are really high elo. They're really like, they're like 2,400, 2,500. I think. They're both like top 30, top 40. Yeah, 2,600 for Sebastian and 2,500 for El Matador. So they're very, very good. Where are these fishing ships going? Are they going back here? Or is he sending them forward here? Galley from Sebastian. And that galley's not going to be able to do too much. Like, it'll come forward. It'll be able to range this villager, but that's about it. Feudal Age is in now for a Matador. But Sebastian just now working on his archer range. And there's the archer range for El Matador. It's actually going to be up faster, even though he was in Feudal Age second. That galley really costing Sebastian. And he finds the dock. He tried to click through. It's just simply not going to work. At best, he kills this villager. And there's a vill now working away on this one. Hang on a second. Just 1 fire galley, bro. You're good. Don't worry. Just 1 fire galley. You're good. He doesn't have the gold. He doesn't have the gold. He's trying to go skirm spearman. And he simply does not have the gold to make any ships whatsoever. The walls are coming down here from Sebastian. He's going for a stable as well. He has added a fishing ship. And he's going for more fire galleys. And El Matador is going to have to probably add in another dock behind this, because that'll go down remarkably quickly once there's fire galleys on the ocean as well. What's the plan here for Sebastian? Resources are actually looking okay. Does he actually want to make scouts? Or is he going to go for a market, just try and like defend himself, go up to Castle Age? There's another dock behind. From El Matador. Go longsword again? Maybe. Market, blacksmith. I don't know why you need the blacksmith here, but it is a thing. And there's no villagers. El Matador has just come right under the TC. El Matador has just walked right under the TC. Sebastian is trying to wall him off here. It doesn't matter. Just kill the gate. And these skirmishers have taken like half HP damage on one. As Castle Age is now on the way for El Matador. What on earth? Castle Age already. Sebastian using that market hard. He's trying to get up as well. There we go. El Matador looks fairly comfortable, though. He's still got the fish behind here. Sebastian has been unable to get through. It's one fire galley in the queue here for El Matador, but is that even going to produce? Has he done the math? No. That fire galley will never see the light of day. This one might, though. As the archer range will go down on this side. Skirmishers doing a great job against these farms. So if a unit is attacking a farm, the villagers simply, they refuse to work, you know? And who can blame them? If javelins are raining down on your fields, I don't think you're going to go out to work either. But this means the food eco for Sebastian is completely stalled out. He only has 2 fish right now. We see fire galleys coming out from El Matador. Maybe a demo would be the best in this situation. It's also got a fishing ship queued up in there. Not the greatest. OSHA violation. Yep. Yep. I think there'd be a lot of OSHA violations in Age of Empires. Like, carrying that spear around, that's going to be long-term back pain related issues. Right? The shield and the spear? Like, we're going to need a spear holder for that. Double monastery for Sebastian. Double monastery. He's all in on gold. 900 gold here. He can't really have a food eco because of the skirms that are being very annoying. He's going to try and make some scouts here, but he has to be careful about the spearmen that are still out here harassing his stable. He's almost through on this side, which could be massive, actually. This could be massive. The galley could range the entire wood line from El Matador, and then he's going to have to retreat back here. Sebastian can continue adding fish. You can see he's already got 6 fishing ships. And he can make up for the lack of food eco on land. But he doesn't really have much map control in the center. And because of that, El Matador has come over here with the TC. And there's plenty of gold and plenty of stone over here for him to take advantage of. Also gone for a mangonel. And he has a monk inside of that monastery. Did Sebastian see the monastery? He did. So he knows. I think El Matador would be what... Like, I think he should kill this stable. I think he should finish off this stable. With monks on the field, if you allow your opponent to have a stable to make scouts, probably not good. I think that should be the first order of business. But right now, focusing on the TC. A couple more villagers pushing forward here. Maybe for some outposts, maybe for something else. And redemption, sanctity. Coming in from Sebastian. So Sebastian controls the water. He's going to have the fishing eco behind this. That's why he's ahead on eco units. El Matador controlling the land. Will redemption sanctity be enough to push this back? The army count is pretty significant, but it's mostly junk, right? Like, it's just junk. It's like skirmishers, no fletching. It's some spearmen. It's a militia. It's junk. And once the mangonel gets converted, the junk is going to have to leave. And the scout gets converted. Oh, that's just not great. Good play from Sebastian to go heavily into the monks, right? And that's right as his gold expires, too. Oh, my God. He pushes this back. He gets some more gold control on this side right as that pile disappears. So that was impeccable timing from him. El Matador on the other side. He's building up on stone. He's thinking about a castle. He's thinking about a castle. And he's trying to chop through on this side. Imagine if he chops through there. And then chops through here. And castle drops here. I don't know. Feels like he's going to need one defensively at the moment. I mean, all of his buildings are going to get converted. He's forced to delete the siege workshop. Sebastian's house. Maybe he can convert some houses from his opponent. And El Matador is now selling to be able to buy stone. I think if you just drop off your stone, you should have enough. He's got enough. And he's going to go for a castle. That castle defends this area really well, actually. Yo, is it near Neural? What's up, dude? Near El Hotep. What's up, dude? We're just going to call you Neural. Does that work for you? Houses are being converted. El Matador is losing pop space. He's still got the junk army. He found it in a dumpster. But he's kept it in his basement all these years. He's on more stone, as we see Sebastian now on stone as well. And committing a little bit harder to the gold on this side. El Matador is walling off over here, and I don't think... Dude, Sebastian has no idea that he's down there. Absolutely zero idea. I don't think he even suspects it at all. That El Matador has been 2TC booming. Malian Cav Archer on the way. Okay. Not something we see every day. But we'll see if it pays off. Right now it doesn't look like it. He's going to give the Cav Archer to our Goth player. Deletes it in the nick of time. And this army comes in, and the army's going to be able to clear up the monks. They're being out-healed. They killed a monk. Don't worry, they killed a monk. A second monk. Nice. Good job, guys. Good work, team. Meanwhile, on the other side, Sebastian has somehow managed to move his way around to the back of El Matador's base with 4 monks and a converted mangonel. I believe that's the same mangonel from before. Also making Gabettos, which is... Gabettos is really tough for Goths to deal with. Really, really tough in Castle Age. Now he's going to have to make a tech switch into, like, crossbows or something to do anything about that. We do have almost enough stone for 2 castles from El Matador. So we wonder where those castles are going to go. I'm wondering if he could put a castle like on the backside there somewhere. But he's actually trying to buy food. He puts a castle at the front here. Still has 661 stone. So it's looking okay. He's trying to buy food to go up to the next stage. That was a good little wall there. Prevent the monk from going through, and he snipes it. However, the Gabettos are here, and the mangonels are here, and the monks are here, and that castle's only at 56%. We already seen 1 Doubt Castle from a Matador this set in game 1. And we're going to see another one here. That is an unfortunate castle, for sure. Fortunately, though, he does have quite a bit of stone, and he's on the way up to him. Matador going to castle drop from behind. Yeah, that's what I was checking, but it doesn't really do anything, right? Because the wood line's still in the way. What he can do is walk all the way along the shoreline and castle drop here. What do you think? Thoughts? Where are they from? El Matador is from Germany. And Sebastian is from Uruguay. Nice walls at the back here from Sebastian. Look at the lames going on. Probably converted villager as well. Gebetto's still being annoying. He's going to be an Imperial Age a little bit faster, and he's already got a castle here, and he can probably go for a castle over here too. He still doesn't know about this stuff, but that Huskarl is kind of leading the way over to this area. Still has not discovered this. Damn, dude. Delete the foundation. A Matador. Delete it. Delete it. He's not going to delete it. He's going to lose like 300 stone. Rip. Keep an eye on it, though. He has extended out towards this side. And the castle foundation is not deleted. He loses all the stone remaining on that one. It's fine. He's got enough stone for another castle as Sebastian gets to Imperial Age. He's still 8 seconds away, and he goes for that castle here. And Sebastian still doesn't know about this. He's just finding it now. He just sees the houses now. That's actually crazy. El Matador is just behind his base. But speaking of behind the base, I mean, Sebastian is as well. Wow, bro. No one is ever touching that stone or that gold back there. Nobody. We have complete quarantine. Both civs getting access to bombard cannons here could help in the Treb War, but you can see the villager discrepancy. You can see the fact that Sebastian has found this TC over here with the Gebettos. And yeah, this is going to be brutal. He can also actually afford chemistry, and a Matador can't really afford anything. Oh boy. It's a rough situation for El Matador. Pretty good Fractal game, though. I can't remember the last time I watched this map and it went this this long. Really good set, too. El Matador doesn't have a blacksmith. He did at one point because he made a siege workshop. But it probably died. It's going to be 6 trebs from Sebastian. And 2 bomber cannons as well. I don't think these castles are going to hold. Especially with 1 on wood, 9 on food, 8 on gold, and 38 on stone. My man is gaming. He just wants the stone, man. He's using all of that stone to repair these castles, and it still goes down. He had 26 vills repairing that castle, and it wasn't even close to being out of stone. And it still died. There was just too many trebs attacking it. Sebastian wins game number 3, and he's going to win this set 2-1, and he's looking really good in the groups here. Sebastian is having a good position. El Matador, there's still... I think there's still a lot of hope for him to stay up. I don't think there's hope for him to advance to platinum. We'll have to take a look at it, but he played pretty well. He played pretty well. Fun games, though. Really, really fun. I like the castle time from a Matador. I think maybe stretching out for this TC, well, it did keep a lot of his eco safe for a very long time. I think it might have been too big of an investment, right? Because we saw him in Castle Age there. Siege Workshop was up, Monastery was up. He still had this army, but like there wasn't really much of a punch there. He got destroyed after one of his mangonels got converted. And that's probably because he invested too much into this stuff over here. I really enjoy this map. I always have. It's a good one.